Let's understand Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, the BNSS, in this video by reviewing its main provisions, practical effects, and key concerns briefly. Have you noticed changes that affect police powers, evidence gathering, bail, and trials? These changes touch daily rights, court steps, and prison life. BNSS is framed as a comprehensive criminal procedure code, expanding police powers, integrating technology, mandating forensics, and changing procedural safeguards now. BNSS narrows early release rules. It excludes persons accused of life imprisonment and those with multiple pending cases, reducing early bail access. This narrowing may raise the number of detained under trials, extend pre-conviction custody, and affect liberty, case preparation, and trial fairness in practice. BNSS allows police to detain people resisting preventive actions and replaces the term judicial magistrate with magistrate, which may shift early custody oversight. These changes could alter initial remand practice, reduce judicial oversight during early custody, and shift the balance between police and magistrates in practice. Earlier, higher ranked officers could seek medical exams. BNSS lets any police officer request one in specified cases, raising concerns about consent and safeguards. This broader medical exam power may increase police collection of bodily and forensic evidence and poses questions about consent, oversight, and legal limits. BNSS makes forensic investigation mandatory for offenses punishable with 7 years or more and asks states without labs to coordinate with neighbors for investigations. This emphasis on scientific evidence depends on capacity building, lab access, quick reporting, and interstate cooperation to be effective over time. BNSS expands power to collect signatures, fingerprints, and voice samples, even from persons not arrested, raising privacy, procedural safeguard, and oversight questions. BNSS removes classifications like metropolitan areas and magistrate categories, simplifying the court hierarchy and prompting administrative and territorial adjustments after implementing rules. BNSS proposes full digitization from FIR registration to judgments to speed processes. But this requires secure systems, strong data protection, and training. Trials may use video conferencing for hearings, and BNSS mandates videography for victim statements in sexual offenses, crime scene recording, and seizures. Digital processes can increase transparency and speed, but they need secure infrastructure, data protection, judicial standards, and training for reliable electronic evidence. BNSS formalizes zero FIR and electronic FIRs, mandates FIR copies to accused and victims within 14 days, and transfers zero FIR investigations within 15 days. BNSS allows handcuffs for habitual offenders, organized crime, terrorism, murder, rape, and drug trafficking, raising proportionality and dignity questions under Article 21 scrutiny. BNSS sets time limits. Death convicts can petition the governor within 30 days, then the president within 60 days, and it states no appeals against those mercy orders. BNSS outlines commutation pathways. For example, converting sentences in stages such as death to life, life to 7 years, and 7 to 3 years. BNSS extends summary trials to offenses punishable up to 3 years, aiming to reduce higher court caseloads while keeping fair trial safeguards in place. BNSS includes safeguards like not arresting persons over 60 and those accused of minor offenses without special permission, and demands preliminary inquiry for 3 to 7 year offenses. When government sanction is needed, BNSS fixes 120 days for a decision, failing which sanction is deemed granted, and removes sanction requirement for sexual crimes and trafficking. BNSS provides for trials in the absence of accused in specified cases, a measure that raises notice, representation, and fair defense concerns needing safeguards. BNSS introduces community service as an alternative punishment for certain offenses to promote rehabilitation and reduce short prison terms when properly designed and monitored. BNSS envisages early bail for first-time under trials and acquitted persons, Under trial release after serving one-third in some cases, but excludes life offenses and multiple pending cases. BNSS requires plea bargaining to start within 30 days from framing of charges, and prior scope limits remain for the gravest offenses like life and death penalty cases. BNSS proposes witness protection schemes, limits adjournments to 2, and seeks specific timeframes for filing charges, completing investigations, and delivering judgments to speed trials. BNSS extends attachment to include immovable property suspected to be criminally derived, but it does not specify clear time limits like the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. BNSS may increase prison congestion since under trials are a large share of inmates, reported around 77%, and occupancy has been about 130%. Key issues include altered police custody, broader biometric powers, use of restraints, narrowed bail, expanded attachment, and limits on plea bargaining that need close scrutiny. Many BNSS changes touch fundamental rights. The use of handcuffs, detention rules, and wider police powers must align with Article 21 dignity and liberty protections. Effective implementation will require clear subordinate rules, judicial oversight, data protection, forensic investment, secure infrastructure, training for police and courts, and ongoing monitoring. So what do we learn? BNSS aims to modernize procedure and boost investigations, while also raising important questions about liberty, privacy, and fair process. Let us quickly remember BNSS changes: detention rules, police powers, medical exams, forensics, digitization, zero FIRs, handcuffs, bail, plea bargaining, and property seizure. Thank you for listening. Keep exploring BNSS details on EduRev at your own pace. Stay curious and reflect on how law impacts rights and society. Keep learning without pressure and use reliable sources to understand how BNSS may change practice. EduRev has more notes if you wish to explore.